Oh yeah, pipe smokers. It's the Paul Gilson YouTube channel. Yeah. And I'm Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy. Live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York in the United States of America. Thank the Lord. Yeah. Aren't we so lucky to have a commander-in-chief like Donald Trump? Oh, I go to bed every night and sleep good, knowing he's in control. So it's Tuesday, the 25th of March. Yeah, March is almost over. 5 days into the spring. Yeah, so let's have a smoke together. Grab your favorite pipe, grab your favorite blend, grab an adult beverage, and let's set something on fire together. Yeah. Yeah, so I've got 2 pipes loaded up today with some Ahab's Comfort from Watch City. WatchCityCigar.com. Yeah. And that stuff is just Latakia rich. It's wonderful. First pipe I have, it's kind of a shorty. It's about 4.5 inches long. It just says Algerian Briar made in France. And that's a great smoker. That was gifted to me along with 2 other pipes. I should have written the guy's name down. If you're watching, comment and say, hey, I'm the guy that gave you that pipe. Yep, here it is again. Yep. Yeah, he gifted that one to me. And he gifted that one to me. And another Canadian pipe that I have upstairs. And then we have a shorter Canadian pipe that's like 5.75 inches long. And this is a Breton Hall, also made out of Algerian Briar. Algerian Briar is so sought after and such premier briar for 2 reasons. It's a very tight grain briar, and it smokes cool, and it smokes sweet. Oh yeah. I'm actually redoing this video. I was 14 minutes into the other one, and then I was talking too much about girls on Facebook that set traps for like guys my age, scam artists. So we might touch on that a little bit tonight. I don't know. We'll see about that. But I got too carried away and too into it, and I was like, oh no, I gotta scrap this video. There's no way. So the first pipe I have here was gifted to me by a fine gentleman that gave me 3 pipes. It's gorgeous, and it's Algerian Briar, and it's filled with Ahab's Comfort. We're going to start it on fire right now. And that tastes so good. I still got to work on her a little bit. Someone decided to take some high grit sandpaper and try to sand the stem. So yeah, but I could easily fix that. It's so good to be home in my kitchen, relaxing. It's like a little cold outside, probably about 34 degrees, just cloudy and damp, kind of drizzly. That pipe smokes so good, man. Look at that tobacco rise up out of that bowl. So yeah, well, let's talk a little bit about these Facebook girls, all right? If you're a married guy, or a guy who has a girlfriend, or a guy whose girl that you're sleeping with thinks she has a boyfriend, you shouldn't be going on Facebook and like searching different profiles. That's a form of cheating. And so for you guys that do that, man, just don't do that. If you don't want the girl that you're with, if you're not happy with her, just say, I'm not happy with you. Don't keep looking for something better until you can replace her. That's not fair. And that goes for you too, girls. I'm sure they do the same thing. The first clue, if you're searching through Facebook and you're scrolling down and it says people you might know, all right? And it's got girls from all over the place. Most of them, they have these filters nowadays that they can, a 55-year-old girl that hasn't taken care of herself can put certain filters on to make her look really good. And if she comes up missing, everybody's going to be looking for this Playboy-looking gorgeous girl, and they're going to find Sasquatch. I'm serious. I know a couple of them personally that I know that are friends of mine, and they use these Photoshop filters or whatever the heck they are. They make themselves look like Playboy playmates. And when you see them in real life, it's like, so they don't look like who they are. All right. But the first thing, if you see a girl that you like on Facebook, and like I said, there's people that you'll know that it's, oh, I know that person. Known that person 20, 30 years. I went to high school with. I'd like to reconnect with him or her. Bloop. Okay, they're real. Then there's the other ones where it says no workplaces, no this, no that, no that, no that, none of that. There's no information on them. And most of the time you can see their friends list. If it's 400 dudes that looked unkempt, and all their profile pictures looked like jail mugshots, there's going to be a problem there. That's a big red flag. A lot of these girls prey on guys that are in their 50s and 60s. They got nothing going for them. They're lonely. And these girls prey and extract money from these guys. And I know this because I've almost been fooled. But what gives them away is two things. A fake girl, all right? If this girl says, hello, dear. Thank you for friend requesting me, dear. And you say, how old are you? And you're 60. And she's 32. Oh, I'm 32. Oh, well, I'm 60. What would you want with a guy my age? Oh, age is just a number, dear. Once they start talking like that, it's a fake. So now you got 400 mugshots of all their guy friends, no girlfriends. They're talking to you like that. What they do, guys that are really, really lonely, And, I feel bad for them, but, what are you going to do? They'll talk to them for a week, well, maybe sometimes a day, 2 days, sometimes a week. The times are all different. And then finally the guy's like, hey, you know what? I'd like to talk to you on the phone or, video chat or whatever, which is like a normal thing to do. And, well, my phone is broken, they'll say. If you can send me an Apple gift card, I can get it fixed or get more data or get another phone. If you can send me an Apple gift card, we can talk. That is called the romance scam. And if you fall for it, you're an idiot. I've never sent anybody any money over the internet for any bullshit like that. The other thing is if they say, ask you a question about your job. A normal American woman would be like, so what do you do for a living? No, but they'll say stuff like, what, trying to think of how they put it. What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? What you do for work? And it doesn't, if she sounds like someone who's speaking in broken English, which if she speaks in broken English, she's going to text you in broken English. That's another red flag, a huge red flag. I like to fuck with some of these girls sometime. They don't use the correct English structure when they'll text you. It's just not the same. It's like you're talking to somebody who's foreign that speaks broken English. I said, you know what? I said, you're the type of girl that's going to ask a guy like me, because you think I'm older and desperate and lonely, but I'm not. The next thing you're going to do is ask me for an Apple gift card. And she's like, c'est la vie. And she blocked me. Busted. So be careful, guys. Don't be stupid. Never send a girl money or Apple gift cards ever over the. If you're that lonely, man, go to a church somewhere and find some other girl that's lonely that is in your local church or something, and go have coffee together. What else do you want me to tell you? So I've got my tobacco that I've been pressing in my press. And so I did this Sunday afternoon around 1 o'clock, man. I put the tobacco in the press and I cranked it down as hard as I could. All right. And so then yesterday, when I came home from work, I cranked it down even more. And then today, when I came home from work, I cranked it down even more. And I've been just dying to open this up and pull this crumble plug out. You got crumble cake, which is lightly pressed, and it's like pirate cake. You can just cut a chunk off and rub it all out. Then you have crumble plug, which is put under enormous pressure over a longer period of time, which turns into almost plug tobacco. Plug tobacco is leaves where it's full tobacco leaves are stacked on top of each other. There's probably 600 of them, and it compresses down from, I don't know, about 4 or 5 inches to about an inch, inch and a half. And so I noticed that this has some juice running out of it. All right, you can see it right there. It's got some tobacco juices, and they are strong tobacco juices. I got some on my finger and rubbed my eye, and it was like, holy shit. So I cracked it down again today. So really, you should let this sit for 4 or 5 days. All right. So in reality, I did it on Sunday. Today's Monday. Yesterday was Monday. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, I could take it out of there, but it's going to be like a sloppy mess, kind of, really. So I'm going to let those juices solidify a little bit. When I go to take it out, I may throw it in the freezer for a half hour and then take it out. But right now, all those juices that you see running out of the bottom of my press, they've all blended together. They've married. So I'm going to let this sit for 2 more days. I really wanted to take it out, slice it up, and smoke it, but now there's no way. I'm going to let it just sit like that. Yep, just going to let her sit right there. Yeah, so our second pipe that we have is the Breton Hall Algerian briar pipe, and that's a true Canadian pipe. It's a shorter pipe, like it's about 6 inches long, maybe just shy of that. Let's start that on fire. Oh man, that smokes so good. Got my tamper that Mark Hill gifted me maybe 3 years ago from Jack the Piper. It's called a Greek column. Oh man, this is so good. So I've had about 3 or 4 people text me, hey man, I got my pipes. I love them. Oh, this is so good. Cheers. Oh man, you can't beat Algerian briar. Those Gilson pipes that I have, I'm putting another order in, and I'm just selling them without finishing them. I wouldn't be surprised if those were Algerian briar. I can't tell you. I know they're made in they were made a million years ago in St. Claude, France. Oh, that's so good. I know they were bought by a guy who's 83 now. And in 1991, he was 49. Bought 100,000 pipes from a closed down pipe factory in St. Claude, France. And he said the briar was old then. And now we're talking, what, 34 years ago? That briar could be 100 years old. Who knows? That smokes. So sweet. And no, neither of these pipes are for sale. They're in my personal collection. Oh, man. That's just so good. I'm looking at the Gilson pipe my personal Gilson pipe. And to me, that looks like Algerian briar. It's super tight grained, and these just smoke unbelievable. And everybody that I've sold just the blanks to without finishing them, that are getting them, they're like, I'm going to treat this like I think it's a Morgan Bones pipe, or Morgan Bones pipes are just like unfinished, just like a raw pipe that smokes good. I'm just going to smoke it like it is. I'm not even going to sand it down, do anything, any of that stuff, to it. Just smoke it like it is. Anyways, we're going to graduate to a cigarette. Yeah. So a buddy of mine was like, hey, pipesandscigars.com has Seattle Pipe Club Plum Pudding Bourbon Barrel Aged in stock. And that's made by Seattle Pipe Club. Or it's made by Sutliff, I'm sorry, which is out of business. Somehow they got a huge bunch of them. And I was just about ready to order 5 tins, spend like $130, and then I'm like, wait a minute. Paul, what are you doing? Don't be stupid. Is it my budget? Yeah. Do I need it? No. I have like 8 tins already in jars. Why do I need more? No, I'm just not going to do that. So I'm going to buy more of these Gilson pipes and keep the price down, all right, and sell them to you unfinished. You got to sand them down or smoke them like they are. Keep the price still at $25. Yep. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. Hope you enjoyed tonight's video. Yeah. God bless you all. Thanks for watching. Over and out. And be careful of Facebook girls. Don't be stupid. Don't send any girls money.